So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And you look at the Saints defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Here's Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48, gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carr to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. Nifty move. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Here's 2nd and 8. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, the Saints turn to their new man, Matthew Hayball, to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Rodgers on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In motion left goes Smith. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Hurts completing this one quickly. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Carr.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr changing the formation.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We get it right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gets. Say that you like me, but you wait.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the shotgun, they run with, and he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big there. Guys will get the football back.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visit?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they can't bring him down.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Kamara up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Carr going to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down.
All the option left, it's Hurts. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions. What was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On play action, it's Carr. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Cooper is the chain on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
Chase Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good pickup there at 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To throw his Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Miller will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Now Carr, he wants to change up the look here. From the 5, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.
Still going inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
38, Saints 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
Keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
and the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 46, here's second down and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
29.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's my jersey.
No way, you're kidding me!
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on second and 16. Hurts escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Finally hauled down
for the first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 104 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They run it again with Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.